Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Slayers 2 Hyperion. Now in today's video, I'm going to be grinding from a brand new profile to a Hyperion using only Slayer money making methods. This means that the rules are I can only obviously do Slayer drops and also the money that is made from spawning in the Slayers. For example, if I'm killing Endermen or killing zombies, I can sell the run flesh. And this will become important later in the video because, you can't even afford to spawn in a Slayer without having 2,000 coins originally. So, to get the original money, I need to punch graveyard zombies. So yeah. A very, very difficult challenge, but definitely one I can overcome. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, the first thing that I did was come over here to the graveyard and begin punching zombies to make money. Now, unfortunately, I didn't realize that I wasn't recording at the time. So, you have to, this is just a live reenactment of what happened pretty much. I walked over here, right? Incredible gameplay. You're not gonna, I know, it's gonna be hard to believe what I did, right? I came over here, and I punched the zombies. And I just kept punching. Oh, I'm gonna die. How much money do I have on me? Oh, that's a lot of money. I punched the zombies, right? And then I used that money to buy this undead sword here. And then I punched them a bit more. And then a little bit more. And that's pretty much where we're at in the video. So, yeah. That's a quick 10-second recap of what happened in the time that my recording wasn't there. But, yeah, let's get in with it. Now, the first thing, well, not the first thing, but the next thing that I did after getting myself this undead sword is I came over here and enchanted it. As you can see, I have a couple of levels of XP and a little bit of money, so as you can see, I'm just going to buy myself some experience bottles and enchant this with just like smite 1 or 2. Really my goal here is the base damage on it is about 87 without a crit. My goal is here going to be getting it to be about 100 so that I can one-tap the graveyard zombies, because currently it's the only way I can make money. Unfortunately, that guy did splash me with XP, but it's fine. It's 30 levels. I think it's going to be okay. But yeah, so I'm going to go back over here and fight some zombies. Pretty much just going to do this predominantly until I can get enough money that I can start... well, I guess just do it until I basically have tier 1 of the Revenant Slayer done. And then we can move our way over to the Spider's Den, which I believe you need combat level... probably only 1 for, maybe 1 or 5. So yeah, we're going to start up a Revenant Slayer, which we don't have enough money for. Unfortunately, I did forget. Okay, because I don't have a booster cookie, I'm going to have to keep putting my money away because I keep dying, so honestly, I keep forgetting. But yeah, I'm going to grab myself some money, start a tier 1 Rev Slayer, do that until I get combat level 1, then make my way over to the Spider's Den so I can do the Tarantula boss, and in that area, there is a way to make money while spawning the Slayer. If you guys have watched any of my videos before, I'm sure you know what I'm going to be doing, but yeah, then we're going to be going from making 100 coins per zombie, probably even less, to making like decent money, and actually making progress towards getting this Hyperion. Okay, so now that I've leveled up my combat a little bit, gotten myself a bit of the diamond armor that you get from the hub, enchanted it with, well actually it came enchanted with growth 1 to be honest, I can now use my undead sword and come over here to the Arachne Sanctuary. Now, no way, Modcraft doing Arachnes, what? Who saw this? Hey, it's not my fault, okay? You guys can't legally get mad at me if they just leave a money-making method as insane as Arachne in the game, okay? Like, what am I meant to do? I'm meant to be making a video where I'm trying to get a Hyperion from doing Slayers as quickly as possible. It's not my fault that the Slayer I'm doing happens to, spawn from killing spiders, and perchance, maybe Arachnes tend to be spiders. Okay, that's... legally, I'm not at fault here. Okay, but for those of you who don't know, you can come to the Arachne Sanctuary, run the quick command /visit PRTL /visit 2, whatever you want to do, and come through this portal until you find somebody who's spawning in a tier 1 or a tier 2 Arachne. Now, I'm only, I think, combat level like 5 or something. You need to be combat level 15 for tier 2 Arachnes, but even now, still going to be very decent money. Way better money than I could ever make. Now, obviously... because I have such low health and stuff, I do get one tap by the Arachnes, so it's not making anywhere near the maximum efficiency of money, but that doesn't even matter. I mean, this is probably going to be making me, I guess I'll do once I get like a little bit of money and stuff, and I can do it more consistently, I'll do like a money per hour, but even right now, like hundreds of thousands of coins is so much better than the 10 coins I was getting from doing zombies, so yeah, 100% worth it, and I'll show you guys in this video how much money it makes, because from what I've heard, because Aurora is Mayor right now, all rare drops, I believe, have a 2 times drop chance, or the RNG meter fills at double the speed. Either way, you're getting 2 times as many drops. So, killing these Arachnes, and doing Arachnes in general was making good money before now, but now it's making 2 times as much money. So, yeah, that is going to be absolutely insane. Just so you guys wait, I've chosen the perfect time to do this, so it's going to be insanely good. Okay, so now that I have like 50,000-ish coins, I think it's time to get some better armor. because the diamond armor I'm currently wearing is just not going to cut it. I die far too easily to the arachnes, and it's honestly inconvenient because I die just on the way there, and it's decreasing the amount of money I'm making. So I think what I'm going to do is just sort by like the cheapest armor. Like 50,000 coins is not a lot, but like I can get something better. Like I'm going to sort by cheapest here. We got lapis, honestly could be a shout. Miner's armor as well. I'm leaving something that has health really, because early like health scaling is like basically way better than goblin armor. It's way better than defense. So I think what I'm going to do is I might just search up goblin here and see if I can get like 3/4 goblin armor, and then obviously using a cow head as you would do for arachnes. I think that might be the setup for now, to be honest. Obviously once I get a decent bit of money, you know, get myself a god potion, a booster cookie, and like dragon armor, and that should be honestly good enough. Like get myself some strong or maybe even superior dragon, because I can't use dungeon armor because I obviously haven't done any dungeons. So honestly that might be the best set of armor I can possibly get until I get obviously like combat 22, and then I can probably use like crimson or something, but that's such a distance away that I'm not even thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about wearing goblin armor and using like maybe a giant cleaver. So yeah, but for now we'll put on the goblin armor, make a little bit more money, and then probably go for like a giant cleaver or something just to get a decent bit more damage. Maybe like an aspect of the end. Anything that does, you know, better damage than what I have right now, which is a undead sword, anything would be appreciated. Okay, so here is a pretty good rundown of how this goes. I come into a lobby, it's not got a tier 1 spawning, so I run over here and keep doing this thing where I come over here and go through the Arachne Sanctuary, which is like one of the furthest ones away, until boom, okay, I found a tier 1. Come over here, hit him a little bit, you know, 1 or 2, 3 or 4, and then we die. Perfect. This is fine. Dying is okay as long as I get top 5. As long as you get top 5, you get the same rewards as getting in first place, you make the same amount of money, it's good. So pretty much, if you're an early game player, all you want to do is focus on there only being a maximum of 5 players, including yourself. As you can see, I did 315 damage compared to people doing 88,000. So yeah, clearly not, you know, I'm useless. Like, if there was 100 people in this lobby, I'd probably come 99th. But there isn't 100 people in this lobby, so if we come over here, I can actually pick up the same amount of rewards, which is going to be about, like, I think 50,000 coins or something. I get 5 of the soul string, which is 5,000 coins each, and then you get 1, or maybe a 50% chance of getting a catalyst, which is going to be like 30,000 coins on the bazaar, so boom. That is so much money, it's actually insane. So now we come over here. I've done this for like maybe 5 minutes, and we currently have these as our rewards. I can sell my old armor. That is about 200,000 coins on the bazaar. Come over here, just sell everything in my inventory. It's all pretty much useless. And yeah, as you can see, like 120,000 in soul string, and then like 200,000 in whatever else. So yeah, kind of insane. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a cleaver. So I've got myself a pickaxe right now. In my inventory, I'm going to come over here, mine up the gold required for a cleaver, also get myself a cow head, and just make some decent improvements. Obviously I can't make money from mining, but if mining is required to get a cleaver to like buy a giant cleaver, I'm not going to prevent myself from playing the game, because that would be pretty much impossible. Okay, so here we go, just getting our last little piece of gold here. Boom, we can now go to the hub, and we can now go to the hub, and from there, we can come over here and buy some sticks. Now, I will never understand why this sells sticks in stacks of 32. It should be stacks of 2. Let's be real. Like, that has to be bugged. I don't understand why anybody would ever need 30 extra sticks, but you know what? It is what it is. So we come over here to my best friend. We're going to come through to the dungeon hub, to Ophelia, and we're going to be buying ourselves a cleaver, which is going to be a very big increase. In damage, so that's very nice to see. If we just come over here, yeah, perfect. All right, so we come over here, we can buy ourselves the cleaver, boom, super cleaver, and as you can see, 100 to 20, it's a drastic increase on the spider sword that I was using. So yeah, hopefully now we should be doing a decent bit, a little bit more damage, a pretty nice little bonus. And for only like 80,000 coins, I mean, I don't think you do much better than that, to be honest. I mean, it's cheaper than like an aspect of the end, which I think does more damage, but I wouldn't be able to afford it. So yeah, pretty big upgrade. We'll go put some enchants on it, and we'll see how much damage we do. Okay, so here we are with what is essentially the strongest helmet in the game, the cow hat. Now, the reason this is important is because there is an attack from the arachnes which does true damage through poison, but as you can see, the cow head makes you immune to debuff effects, which includes poison, which means that you're actually like immune to a multiple of the attacks. It's basically necessary because the poison damage is like it's percentage based on your health, which means that, you know, it's almost impossible to survive if you're not using it. So definitely worth using, especially at my level. The damage is just crazy. So yeah, come in here. We'll just shot growth 2. I don't really have access to the bazaar yet, so I can't like get grand experience bottles, but it'll be fine for now. We're gonna get one tapped anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. Okay, so now that we've made a bit of money, not that much money, but a little decent bit, I'm going to be doing some slayers so that I can get the XP, the Skyblock XP, because I'm trying to get here to Skyblock level 7 so that I can unlock the bazaar and sell the, you know, the catalyst that I've been getting, because that is going to be like, what, like an extra like 300,000 coins at this point, and over like time it's going to be more value. Plus it's nice to have the bazaar unlocked, so, you know, might as well do this at some point. I also need the Maddox Bat Phone, which you get from doing wolves, but unfortunately my damage is so bad right now that I don't think I'm going to be able to kill anything above a tier, maybe a tier 2 if I'm really lucky, but we'll see. I mean, I am pretty close. I think I'm like level 5 or so, so only a few, you know, slayers and I should be there, so we're just going to keep doing this, and we'll get there hopefully pretty soon. Okay, so right here, as you can see, we have got Skyblock level 7, which means we have access to the bazaar, which means we can obviously sell our items for a lot more value than selling them to the NPC, which is great. Also gives us access to things like grand XP bottles, gives us access to things like, for example, booster cookies. It's just really, really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go over here, go over to the bazaar, and just see what we can do. Now, I'm going to take this time while I'm walking over here to mention that, yes, I did, in fact, farm to get the level. That's fine. As long as I'm not making money from doing the other methods, I can obviously do them. Same thing with the cleaver situation, where it's like, low-key, like, if I wasn't doing it, then I wouldn't be able to play the game. So, yeah. I do not know why my game is lagging out right now, but apologies for that. So, yeah. Okay, also apologize for the cricket in the background. That is the most inconvenient thing ever. But yeah, coming in here, we made a decent bit more money. Just going to sell these items in my inventory, and then obviously go over to the bazaar and sell the catalyst, which once again is like half the value. Like, this is insanely good. I mean, once I get myself a gold potion, which I believe is 1.8 million coins, then I will be able to do this drastically better. I'll be faster, I'll be dealing more damage. Really, a gold potion, like, does so much base damage that early game, it's genuinely insane. It will probably take me from doing like 3 to 600 damage right now to doing like 2 to 3,000, which is just genuinely like incredibly good damage. So, and also you get the speed boost, the jump boost, the health regen, the absorption hearts. It's really like a boost to everything in the game. So yeah. Now, if you type in something like Aura Sucks here, it's actually really funny. It sends you to jail for 5 minutes. You can't escape this, by the way. Like, I mean, you can bug out of it, maybe low key. But like, 5 minutes of just being locked in here. Yeah, that's peak gameplay. Anyway, let's move on, because I'm going to spend 5 minutes in here. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 5. Alright, so we currently have a experience bottle and 5 logs. Now, if you guys know what you do with that, chuck that in a circle, put that here, grab that there. We now have this, and this is very good because we're going to need access to enchants. The reason that we need enchants is because, you know, slayers, you want to do more damage. So yeah, experimentation table, cheat. Okay, well, I don't have 25 levels. You know what? I'm going to go out of my way here. This guy said that he voted for me, and he asked for a screenshot. Now, as the minister that I am here to accompany and accommodate for the people who vote for me. So, here is a perfect screenshot. There we go. Look at me. I'm just so kind. And remember, free Hyperions for everybody if I'm elected as minister. Free Hyperions. I promise. Every single player in Skyblock will have a Hyperion. Alright. I also refuse to build a bridge on my island, so we're just going to continuously do this. Coming in, and yeah, okay. I forgot that my whole point here was buying experience bottles. So yeah, I'm going to go level up my enchanting, and hopefully, you know, as long as I keep doing that every single day, every 3 days, whenever it refreshes, then I should get my level up to high enough where I can use, like, maybe not Soul Eater. We'll see how it goes, obviously, because that will involve dungeons, but at least some of the higher level enchants, which would be very, very nice. Okay, so we are also now, if we come to the hub, theoretically, if we count the almost 800,000 coins we have in the bank, and then come over here and we see the buy order for 262,000, we've hit 1 million coins. 1 million coins in episode 1 is very good, because these kind of money making methods are like very much exponential. If I do make a video tomorrow, which I honestly plan on doing daily videos, then you guys will see that, yeah, it's pretty good. I will probably be getting a lot of money, and I have a lot more motivation, at least maybe not daily videos, but to work on a video tomorrow, because if you guys haven't seen, Necron handles right now are so cheap. 450 million coins almost. That is insane. That is genuinely like nothing. I mean, like, actually so incredibly cheap. Now, before we go, once again, just wanted to mention, if you guys vote for me, I would really appreciate it. It would be so sick to get that screenshot. Obviously, you know, becoming minister is going to be very hard. I honestly think, if this happened during Iron Man to Iron Man to Hyperion, like my peak, it would have been very possible. And we'll see, like, you know, getting 250, you know, once we start scaling up, the Andy-Pat, come on, guys, I can beat 2 NFG, please. But at the very least, like, we can get on here, beat some of these Iron Man players, get them out of here. Just for the screenshot would be so sick. And also, finally, in case you guys haven't realized, there is a fire sale. It's kind of going under the radar. But there's 2 very cool runes, which are like turkey. You know, they're kind of sick. I don't think I have particles on, but if I did, they'd probably look pretty cool, I'd imagine. I mean, look at that. Tell me that is aura. That is... Alright, use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store, vote for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.